I just saw the most shocking thing ever at the Quick Trip over here in Rosemont, the far east end of Rosemont by the Rosemont Lifetime. Okay, I saw 4 Rosemont police officers pull up, and also a state trooper was here, but he wasn't he did not associate himself with the Rosemont police. But this was all around the same time, so I go into Quick Trip because I like questioning police officers because I think you have every right to with the amount of fraud that's gone on in Minnesota, and they call themselves law enforcement. Okay, but these police officers, these 4 police officers went into Quick Trip, okay, and apparently they stole. They're thieves, minor theft, but they didn't pay for their food items, drink items. They just walked in like they owned the place and took it. Okay. Now I saw 5 Rosemont police officers. Now it's about 2 in the morning. I can't sleep right now. So I'm going out. I got special needs. You know, I walk around and try to, get tired. About a week and a half ago, I saw 5 Rosemont police officers put a black kid right out in front of my apartment across from Quick Trip in a spit bag mask, and they tied rope all the way around his legs and shoved him in a car because the kid stole like a candy bar from Quick Trip. Now this is the same thing. The Rosemont police just did the same thing as this black kid that they arrested. Now how this incident started in front of my apartment with the black kid, okay? One Rosemont police officer came up, okay, and he was about to pull his gun on the kid because the kid he didn't want to. He was trying to get rid of his bag, I think, because it had a candy bar in it, or what he took from Quick Trip. Okay, and he turned around and the police officer had a tough time arresting him. Okay, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna let the police do their job. I was walking to Lifetime actually Fitness when this happened. So I was in there for about an hour, a little more than an hour actually, and I walk back. And I see 4 police officers in the same spot where this black kid got arrested. And this is when the 5th police officer pulled, I believe it was Swenson or Samsonite or something. Okay. He pulled up and he sprinted out of his car because apparently he's like the guy that puts people in mental, restraints or whatever. But they put this black kid, they had yellow rope tied around all up and down his legs, and he was handcuffed, and he had a a white mask all the way over his head, his entire head. They looked like they were waterboarding a terrorist. They looked like they were the CIA. Okay, now all because the kid took something from Quick Trip. And this is what these 4 Rosemont police officers, they walked in there at 1 a.m. like bank robbers, candy robbers themselves, and they didn't pay for it. Okay. And we lead the world in fraud here in Minnesota. And I question one of the police officers. He's not allowed to investigate fraud. He said he says he responds to 7 to 20 911 calls a night. So he doesn't have time to investigate fraud. Okay? He's driving car 3502. So I cannot believe that the Rosemont police can get away with stealing items from Quick Trip. Okay, but a black kid can't. You know what I mean? Different strokes for different folks. I mean, the police officers walked in there like they own the place. This Quick Trip. Okay. So it's very shocking that they treated a black kid like that for taking a candy bar from a Quick Trip. So Rosemont police, 4 of you should be put in, spit bag masks, handcuffs, tied up, with a rope for doing the exact same thing that black kid did. Okay? And you actually didn't even need to leave the store quickly. You ate your stolen goods right in front of the Quick Trip worker. Isn't that pretty cocky? This is the Quick Trip right here. That the 4 Rosemont police officers came here today, this evening. They arrived at approximately 1:09 a.m. Okay? They pulled in together. They planned this theft. Okay? So it was a premeditated theft by the Rosemont police. Isn't that shocking that they got away with that? And then right over there on this kitty corner is where they put a black kid in a spit containment masks, handcuffs behind his back, and tied his legs. Okay, because they couldn't handle a teenager. Apparently this one cop couldn't handle what a teenager, they couldn't handle arresting a teenager properly, okay, for stealing a candy bar. But again, you 4 Rosemount police officers that went and stole goods from Quick Trip in Rosemount tonight, you should turn yourselves in, write yourself a ticket, you're thieves. And again, the amount of money you steal from us for basically not doing anything, not investigating anything, you should give all that money back. Love you, have a great day.